I'm Felicity from Felicity Duke Sewing, and I'm back again today to share some of my lovely Christmas goodies with you and do you a lovely tutorial. Now, this is a wonderful wreath made of cotton reels, but it's a coordinated one. So I'm going to show you how to wind thread onto empty reels. If you would like to make this, you will find everything you need in the description below. So let's crack on then with this wreath. That's one I did about 3 years ago. So I've put it up there because the colouring is going to be the same as what I'm going to do mine. Now, first of all, let's tell you about these. Now, these I got from Amazon. They're all wooden. Perfect for this, absolutely perfect. I think there's 60 in each pack. 60 in each pack. I got 2 because I wasn't actually sure how much I needed. Because the original one I did was I used vintage cotton reels, wooden ones, which I collected over the years. But this is perfect. Anyway, these are perfect. Got lots of different sizes in them. So these are about, I don't know, about $6.99 for a pack of 60. So I will let you know when I've made it how many I used. So whether you'll need 1 pack or 2. So that's that. You will need some Bondaweb because we're going to make some holly leaves to put around it as well. Make it a little bit more Christmassy. Some holly leaves. So you need Bondaweb. You need threads. Don't choose anything too expensive. Just use some cheapies. I'm going to use these colours again: red, green, purple. But you use whatever you want to use. But don't use anything expensive because you're not going to sew with it at all. All right. So that's my colour scheme. I have got some double-sided tape here, which you may need. It depends really on your sewing machine. So there's that. We need a wreath. I think this one is 12 inches. I think this is a 12 inches polystyrene wreath. We need some red felt for the berries. We need a cutout shape of holly. That's not a very good cutout shape, but something like that for the holly. And I have got quite a lot of green felt here, so I can't exactly tell you how much I'm going to use, but this is for winding around this, because seeing polystyrene through the cotton reels is not really a good look. Okay, so I'm using I'm using green. You use whatever you want to. Okay, and also your sewing machine. Now, oh yes, and you need a hot glue gun with plenty of hot glue sticks. And the other thing is, I'm going to mention to you that although I've got a few computerized machines, I'm using one of my older machines. So that's up to you, whether you want to use one of your posh computer ones, or if you've got an older machine, that might be better. Right, one other thing I forgot to tell you is that you need some wire, some Florist wire. Okay, I've just got a few pieces here. That'd be enough. All right, that will become obvious later. So I don't need to show you myself sewing. So you need to get yourself a spool or bobbin, whatever you call it, where you would normally wind it. You will need one that is wound on the top of your machine. So that's it. There. Now, these spools or bobbins, whatever you want to call these, as well, or reels, they will have, annoyingly, they have various size of holes in them. So all we've got to do is get yourself a spool on here and push that on. Just push it on to the piece on the top. Now, if you find that the holes are too small, then you will have to wrap some tape around the bottom of the spool. Okay, so that's all we're going to do, and then we're going to start winding. All right, simple as that. Now what I do is that I wind all these round first. Just cover it up. You don't need a whole lot. That's plenty. All right. So just keep on taking them out and winding. There you go. That's all you do. At the end, I normally put a dab of glue on to stop this from unraveling. All right. But I'm going to do them all first. So you get cracking on yours and I'll get cracking on mine. And we'll come together soon, okay? It will take you a while, by the way. This isn't a 5-minute job. Whoopsie day, here I go again. Everything. I reckon this floor or this, yeah, this house is on the slant. I think everything rolls off the table. Anyway, let's get cracking then. Best thing is to do one colour first, right? Do all the red first and then do all your green or whatever colours you're doing, okay? But don't use more than you need to. It just dawned on me that some of you are probably wondering why I'm winding thread onto an empty reel. Well, I like things to be colour coordinated, and I know some people put a lot of different coloured reels on, and that's fine, but this one, as it's going to be for Christmas, I really like it to be in Christmas colours. Yeah, but I mean, if you want to just use some of your old cotton reels with thread around them, all different colours, that's fine. It's fine. It's just me, and this only took me, you know, to make all this lot, I think probably about half an hour. So I'm now going on to purple, and I've discovered that you will need two bags of these. You get, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 5 different sizes here. So I've done, I had to come up with some figure to do the same on each size. So I've done 9 of each size. So I'm going to do 9 purple, but I just want to show you something first. I just wanted to show you that I don't use the windy thing here where you would normally do it for a spool, because it would take too long to keep going round here and round. Just go straight from the thread onto the reel, and it's a good idea if you put your finger, I know this thread is not wound very well, but that's fine, but if you put your finger, you can steady it. Now the other thing I want to say is, don't go too fast, because otherwise the thread flies off and goes up all over the floor and everywhere. So I found that out. So far so good. I've only had a couple where the hole has been too small to get over the top. I've now completed all these. It took about an hour and a half, I think, so not too long for something so wonderful. So I'm going to keep them in the box there so that I can pick out the colours and the sizes that I want. Right, so the next thing to do is to cover our wreath, our polystyrene wreath, and I'm going to do this with felt. I estimate you would need to get about ½ metre. Now I don't know how, you don't have to be too accurate with the cutting of it. I think I've done it about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. Yeah, I don't know what width it normally is. I think this was about 1 metre wide. Yes, if it is 1 metre wide, then you need to get about ½ metre. So I'm going to wind this round. Right, now the annoying thing is I've just realised that I'm running out of hot glue sticks. That's what happens, isn't it, in lockdown? For me, I don't know about you, but for me it's not going around and just doing the shopping that I want to go out for. It's just things I run out of. I don't want to wander shops buying fabric or anything. It's just annoying when you want some things when you're running out, isn't it? And you can't think where you're going to get them from. Right, so you need to cover the whole of this, winding round and round, just so that it gives quite a nice green background rather than the polystyrene. So I'm just going to get on and do this. So originally I did say that I would put a dab of glue on these, but you know, there's about 155 cotton reels in here, and so I decided not to. So what I'm going to do, now remember, this is a very random thing. There's no order to put it on, so you just have to make the order up yourself. So my thread is there, so I'm going to blob the glue on there so that it sticks the loose end down and sticks onto there as well. Hold it down. Now some of the smaller ones are not going to press down like that because they have got ridges, and I don't know whether it will, yeah, it might be all right. Try it. So let's do one of these little ones here. Don't forget, catch on with your loose end and then throw it on, but keep it random. Don't do it, don't try and do any sort of fancy pattern work. So look, I've got 2 on there. Shall I put some more on for you? Let's do a green one. Just keep it colour coordinated if that's what you like to do. And also I wanted to tell you, I have seen a few of these around where they have been they've been made by winding fabric around the spools. That's quite a nice idea too, isn't it, really? You can wind Christmas fabric around. So this is it. I'm just going to sit here and put more and more on. I mean, I don't know. It may be that you'll be able to make 2 out of this lot, but it's one of those things you don't know until you've actually done it. Yeah. So I'm just going to sit here and just get these reels put on, stuck on. Get yourself some hot glue gun, plenty of hot glue sticks. I don't know what's going to happen. My shops aren't open until tomorrow here, so let's see. I finished going round the top of the wreath. Okay, you now need to fill in around here as well. Don't come too far because you don't want to run out, but come down the side here to about here, right the way around, filling in gaps, and then when you've done that, you need to go on the inside. Now I, however, I'll have to go and walk the streets and find some more hot glue gun sticks. Oh dear. Right, so hot glue gun sticks. My daughter also does craft work, and she had some, not seeing her unfortunately at all, just talking excuse me, on the phone, because both her and her partner, a nurse and a doctor, so they were left outside for me. Thank you, Harriet. Right, I've now done right the way around the outside as far as I think I can go, really, with the amount of cotton reels I have. So I'm now going to go along the inside with what I've got left. So here we are. bit of glue dangling on there somewhere. Right, so I am absolutely thrilled with this. Now, as you can you see I've put a few buttons on some of the ends. Now, there's no point in putting buttons anywhere unless you can see them. So just find bits of cotton reel that are sticking out in the right direction where you can put a few buttons. Right, I'm now going to show you how to do the holly to go on this. Yeah, I'm going to make mine quite wacky, because if you hadn't realised already, I am quite wacky. So I'm going to put a giant holly on the top of this, and I want to show you how to do it, how you can do this quickly. Okay, so I've got some Bondaweb on here on a piece of felt. I'm going to iron the Bondaweb on. It's hot. Just wait for the iron to heat up a bit. I don't know if you can see me and that at the same time, because you don't want to look at me, half my body really. No, I can't. Okay. Right, so I'm going to iron the Bondaweb on to the felt. Okay, try and keep it off the felt as much as you can, because the iron, because it doesn't like felt very much, it'll stick to the bottom of your, I think I've got a bit on there. Right, so then we want to peel the paper off the back of the Bondaweb. Don't forget, you saw this here first. So that up. Right, now the wires. Line a wire up there. So I'm going to line 3 wires up. 1, 2, 3. They're not very straight, some of these. I think I've had them for quite a long time. That should be all right. Let's hope. Hope. This is the tricky bit. You need to iron this over now, so that sticks to that. Now get plenty of steam going, as I say, otherwise you're going to burn your... Need to get... I'll go and get a cloth to do that with, I think. Right, so that's better. I've now I've put cloth over the top of this. So you need to sandwich your wire between 2 pieces of felt along with Bondaweb. All right, so that the Bondaweb holds it. Right, so this is my holly. I'm going to place that. Now make sure you draw a line down the centre, make yourself a template, draw a line down the centre. The bottom here is the bottom of the holly. So place that on there. And I have said before, if you've seen any of my previous tutorials, this is a gel pen. I love it. This is a white gel pen, much better than chalk. There you go. So that one's going there. Find the top of that one. It's around about there, I think. Just lift it up, you can feel it. Okay. Draw around there. I like a bit of wire on the holly, then I can bend it a little bit. Gives it a little bit more character. Right, so that's going there, and the top of the wire is there. So, right, so I'm now going to cut these out. When I finish drawing, I'm going to cut them out. So here it is. Isn't it wonderful? I'm thrilled to bits with it. You will notice it's minus the holly. Now sometimes you have an idea to do something and it just doesn't work. Mind you, I have used that method many, many times to make holly leaves and various other things, flowers and things. particularly if you want to bend them a little bit to make them, you know, have a little bit more character. So please use that method, but maybe smaller ones. Smaller. Never mind, I love this. So here, I've put some pom-poms, some glittery pom-poms, and some red glittery garlands there. I've put something here to hang it up with. And so I'm really happy with it. Now, I'm going to be making another wreath. I'll be back very soon. But if you've got any questions that you would like to ask me, then please contact me. I'm very approachable, and I'm always willing to help, and I like a good little goss. So please subscribe to my channel if you want to keep watching, and there's not many more days before Christmas. So you need to be watching, otherwise you won't be getting these things done in time. So I'll be back very soon, in a day or two. Thank you for watching. Bye.